Dear students, welcome to the science class. So in the last class we were discussing about the exercise question in the electricity topic. In that topic we discussed about 10 questions. Now let us consider the next question, that is nothing but 11th question. Show how would you connect three resistors A of resistance 6 ohms so that combination of the resistance which is equal to one is 9 ohms and second one is 4 ohms. So they are given in the problem statement, there are given three resistors which having the resistance of 6 ohms. So we have to connect those 6 ohm resistors in such a manner that the equivalent resistance should be 9 ohms in the first case, in the second case it should be 4 ohms. Alright, before solving the problem, I am going to see the possibilities how we are going to connect those things so that we are going to get the 9 ohm and 4 ohm resistors. So if you remember, if the resistors are given as 3, if the number of resistors are given as the 3, then there are 4 possibilities that we are going to connect those 3 resistors in 4 ways. In 4 ways we are going to connect those 3 resistors. Now first thing is how we are going to connect. We are going to connect 3 resistors in series in the first case. In the second case we can connect 3 resistors in parallel. 3 resistors in parallel to a supply. This is the first, this is the second, and in the third case, how we are going to connect these resistors? It is possible that we are going to connect a single resistor to a system of 2 resistors which are connected in parallel. Right? In the third case, the third possibility is we are going to connect a single resistor in series with the 2 resistors which are connected in parallel. Or we can take 2 resistors which are connected in series to a system of parallel, single resistance of which is connected in a parallel. Or we can say that we can connect a single resistor in parallel with the system of 2 resistors which are connected in series. So these are the 4 possibilities. These are the 4 possibilities. So check here. In the first possibility to calculate the effective resistance, we know that in the RS manner, RS is equal to what? R1 plus R2 plus R3. So that is nothing but in series connection it will be the sum of the resistance of all the resistors. So see here, in the given data they are given 6 ohms. So if you add 6 plus 6 plus 6, it is going to give 18 ohms. It is going to give 18 ohms. But required effective resistance here is 9 ohms and 4 ohms. So this possibility is gone case. So we are not going to connect all the resistors in series. Since it is going to give 18 ohm of effective resistance. So it is not possible. In the same manner, check the second case, third case and fourth case. Now if you check the second case here, all the resistors are 6 ohms only. So we know the formula that nothing but Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So if you check here, LCM will be same only since it is 6 only. So if we take 6 here, 1 plus 1 it will be 3, 3 1s are 3 2s are. So the effective resistance will be 2. But required effective resistance here is 9 and 4 ohms. So this possibility is also gone case. So we remain with these 2 possibilities. By using these 2 type of connections, we are going to find out we are going to get the effective resistance of 9 ohm and 4 ohm. So by using this connections. Now see here, come to the problem again. Show how would you connect the 3 resistors of resistance of the 6 ohms so that combination of the resistance which is going to give 9 ohm and the 4 ohm. So let the resistance of the resistors be R1, R2 and R3. Let the resistors of the resistors be R. Why only R, not R1, R2, R3? Since all the resistors are having the same resistance. So that is equal to how much? Which is equal to 6 ohms. Which is equal to 6 ohms. Right. So see here, they ask you to calculate the total effective resistance. One has 9 ohms, second has 4 ohms. So we are going to use this thing. After that we are going to calculate. We are going to say which connection is going to give 9 ohm resistor and which connection is going to give 4 ohm resistance. So first here we are going to connect here. We connect here. We connect a register in series with a system of two registers which are connected in parallel. System of two registers which are connected in parallel. So let us see first thing, that is nothing but we are going to take this diagram. So if you see here, this is the first register, this is the second register, and this is the third register. So let this be the R1 which is equal to R only, this be the R2, and this be the R3. Right. So first what we have to find out here, we have to find out the effective resistance of R2 and R3. That is nothing but those are in the parallel. Then we have to calculate the resistance of those things in series. Therefore, what is the R1 value here? 6 ohms. R2 is 6 ohms. R3 is also 6 ohms. So first we have to find out this thing. Therefore, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, which is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to 1 divided by 6 plus 1 divided by 6, right? Both the resistors are having the same resistance value. Therefore, 1 by Rp is equal to, LCM will be same only, so 1 plus 1 is equal to how much? Therefore, 2 ones are 2 threes are. 2 ones are 2 threes are. Therefore, Rp is equal to 3 ohms. Rp is equal to how much? 3 ohms. Right, we found out the effective resistance of R2 and R3. Now these two systems are connected in series with the R1. So again we have to find out the effective resistance, that is nothing but Rs is equal to, what is the formula here? It is R1 plus what is the effective resistance of R2 and R3? That is nothing but Rp. So that is plus Rp, which is equal to Rs is equal to, what is the value of R1? That is 6 plus what is the value of Rp, which is nothing but 3. Therefore, Rs is equal to how much? It is equal to 9 ohms, which is equal to 9 ohms. So we are getting the first answer as the 9 ohms. When we are getting the first answer as 9 ohms, when we connect a single resistance with a system a single resistor in series with a system of two resistors which are connected in parallel. Right. So this is the first answer we are getting. Now next, I hope this is clear. Next we have to get 4 ohms. So we are going to get the 4 ohms here. Here we are connecting a system of two resistors which are connected in series, to a resistor which is connected in parallel. So check here the circuit diagram of that thing. These two resistors are connected in series. So that these two resistors are connected in series, and which is connected to another resistor which is connected in parallel to that system. So let this be the R1, this be the R2, and this be the R3. Right. So they are connected to a voltage supply. Now first what we have to do here, we have to calculate the effective resistance in series, then we have to calculate the effective resistance of this system with this R3. Therefore, they are connected in this series connection. Therefore, Rs is equal to R1 plus R2, which is equal to 6 plus 6. So Rs is equal to how much? Which is equal to 12 ohms. Rs is equal to 12 ohms. So R1 plus R2 together is giving 12 ohms. That is connected in parallel with the R3. Therefore, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 divided by Rs plus 1 divided by R3, which is equal to 1 divided by Rs is equal to how much? Which is equal to 12 ohms plus 1 divided by 6. Since the LCM will be 12 only, therefore divided by 12 into 1 into 2. So 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3 divided by 12. 3 ones are 3 fours are, therefore Rb is equal to how much? Which is equal to 4 ohms. So again we are getting the effective resistance as how much? 4 ohms. So when we are getting the 4 ohm effective resistance, when a system of series connection, two resistors which are connected in the series when connected to a parallel resistor, then we are getting the effective resistance as 4 ohms. So this is the answer for the 11th question. Now let us consider question number 12. Several electric bulbs designed to be used on a 220 volt electrical supply line are rated as 10 watt. How many lamps can be connected in parallel with each other across the two wires of 220 volt line if the maximum current is 5 ampere? See the problem statement is given. Several electrical bulbs designed to be used on a 220 volt electrical supply line are rated as 10 watts. So power of that bulbs are given as 10 watts. Those are designed such a manner that they should be used on the 220 volt line supply. Right. So we have to calculate how many such lamps are connected in parallel with each other across the two wires of 220 volt line if the maximum current which is flowing through that bulb is equal to 5 amperes, which is equal to 5 amperes. Now if you want to draw the circuit diagram here, see here, they are given the bulb like this. Bulb is nothing but what? Those are the resistors only. So those are connected in parallel. Those are connected in parallel, but we don't know how many such bulbs are connected in parallel. We just know the rating of that bulb, that is nothing but it is 10 watt and 220 volts. Each bulb has the rating of 10 watt and 220 volts, and which are connected to a parallel system to a supply of 220 volts. To a supply of 220 volts. So we don't know the value of the number of such bulbs which are connected in parallel. And the total current which is flowing through that thing, that is nothing but the total current which is flowing through this circuit from each bulb, whatever the bulb which is going to occupy the current, which is giving the current, the total maximum current which is giving, which is equal to the 5 amperes. So all the bulbs are giving the total current as 5 amperes, and the total voltage supplied is 220 volts. So that we have to calculate the total number of bulbs which are connected here. See here, the total current is given as well as total voltage is given. By these two parameters, we can calculate the total resistance of all the bulbs. Total resultant resistance or total effective resistance of all the bulbs. So this much is current is flowing. That means together we are going to take the total resistance. So then we are going to find out the first total resistance. Then we are going to find out the resistance of each bulb. So by using those two values, we are going to calculate the number of bulbs which are connected in parallel in this case. So let not that directly I am going to write down the given data. So what is given here? The voltage is given. Voltage V is equal to how much? It is given as 220 volts. Next what they are given? The total current they are given. Total current which is given as I is equal to 5 amperes. Right, the total current is also given 5 amperes. Then what they are given here? They are given the power of each bulb. Power of each bulb, which is equal to P is equal to 10 watts. Power of each bulb is equal to how much? It is equal to 10 watts. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the number of the bulbs which are connected in parallel. So let the number of the bulbs as n. So number of the bulbs which are connected in parallel be n. BN. So we have to calculate the number of bulbs N. Now see here, I already told you, first what we have to calculate, we have to calculate the total effective resistance. Then we have to calculate the resistance of each bulb. Then we are going to use that thing to calculate the number of resistors or number of the bulbs. So let R be the resistance of each bulb. R be the resistance of each bulb. So we have to calculate the resistance of each bulb. Since power as well as rating is same for each bulb, so resistance of each bulb is always going to be same. So we use the formula that is nothing but V is equal to V square divided by R. We have this formula, right? V is equal to V square divided by R. Therefore, R is equal to V square divided by P, which is equal to, what is the value of P here, which is given in the problem statement, 220 square divided by, what is the value of P, 10, which is equal to, 220 square is equal to how much? It is nothing but 48400 divided by 10. So 0 get cancelled. So it is going to give value of 4840 ohms. So the resistance of each bulb is equal to how much? Which is equal to 4840 ohms. Now the total effective resistance of the circuit, we have to calculate here, right? The total effective resistance of the circuit or the total resistance of the circuit will be nothing but, if the current flowing is 5 amperes, if the voltage supply is 220 volts, by using these two values we are going to calculate the total effective resistance, right? So that by the Ohm's law we know that what is the formula here, V is equal to I into R. Therefore, if they are connected in the parallel, I am going to take it as RP only. Therefore, RP is equal to V divided by I. So that is equal to, what is the value of V here? That is nothing but 220 again divided by 5. Since I is equal to 5, therefore 220 divided by 5 is equal to how much? Which is equal to 44 ohms. Which is equal to 44 ohms. Therefore, our resistance of each bulb is equal to 4840 ohms. And the total resistance of this circuit is equal to how much? It is equal to 44 ohms. Now we are going to calculate the number of resistors. Since we know that total RP is equal to how much? 44 ohms. Resistance of each bulb is equal to how much? It is equal to 4840 ohms. So by the formula that nothing but 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus so on 1 divided by Rn. Since we don't know the number of resistors, therefore it is R1. Therefore 1 divided by, what is the value of Rp here? 44. So that is equal to 1 divided by R1 is equal to how much? Each bulb has the same resistance, therefore 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R plus so on. So that is equal to 1 divided by 4840 plus 1 divided by 4840 plus so on 1 divided by 4840. Right? 1 divided by 4840. Right? So on. So if you check here, LCM is same only. Therefore 1 divided by 44 is equal to 1 divided by 44 is equal to LCM is same only, that's nothing but 4840. So here we have to add the above numerator. So if we don't know the number of resistors, we are taking the number of resistors as n. So that I am going to put here n. Therefore n is equal to 4840 divided by 44. So 44 ones are 44 remains 44 again. 44 ones are 44 remains 0. So that for that 0 I am going to put 0 here. Therefore n is equal to how much? It is equal to 110. N is equal to how much? It is equal to 110. So the number of bulbs which are connected here in the circuit in the parallel connection are nothing but how much? They are 110. So therefore there are 110 bulbs are connected in parallel. Are connected in parallel. Are connected in parallel. So this is the answer for the question number 12. I hope this is clear. Now next problem number 13. A hot plate of electric oven connected to a 220-volt line has two resistors each, A and B. Right? Of 24 ohm. Two resistors each, A and B each of 24 ohm, which may be used separately in series or in parallel. What is the current in each case? So there here is given a hot plate of electric oven is connected to 220-volt line, has two resistors each, A and B. So A and B each has the 24 ohm resistance. Right, we have to calculate the current flowing through that each resistance. How? See, at first those two resistors are connected in separately. Then we have to calculate the total current here. Then those two resistors are connected in series. After connecting in the series, we have to calculate the total current in that series system. Then two resistors are connected in the parallel connection. At that time also we are going to calculate what? We are going to calculate the total current flowing through that circuit. So see here. First what they are given? They are given the total voltage here. So voltage is equal to how much? Which is equal to V, which is equal to 220 volts. Right? And the resistance of each plate, each resistor that is nothing but let the resistor R1 of the plate A and resistance of the resistor R2 resistor B is the R2, so that R1 is equal to R2 is equal to how much they are given as 24 ohms. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the current in each case. Therefore, current in each case, which is I is equal to question mark. Right. So now we are going to take separately the one case. So first case is when resistors are connected separately. When resistors connected separately. Resistors are connected separately. So by the Ohm's law, we know the formula that is nothing but what? I is equal to V divided by R. I is equal to V divided by R. So if they are connected separately, what is the value of voltage here, which is given as 220 divided by here each resistor are connected separately. So here we are going to take the resistance value of the one resistor only. So then divided by 24, since they are connected separately, not in the parallel system as well as not in the series connection. So 4 6 is 4 5 is 55 is, so that it is nothing but it is equal to 55 divided by 6 amperes. Right? 4 5 is 20 and 4 5 is 20, that is 55 divided by 6. So it can be written as 6 1 is 6 9 is 54. Right? Remains 1. So 1 6. So the current is 9.16 ampere when both the resistors are connected separately. The next case, when connected in series connection. When connected in series, so resistors are in series. So first what I have to calculate here, I have to calculate the total resistance. So therefore Rs is equal to R1 plus R2, which is equal to 24 plus 24, which is equal to 48 ohms. Which is equal to 48 ohms. Again by the Ohm's law, I is equal to V divided by Rs, which is equal to 220 divided by 48, which is equal to, it is going to give the value as 4.58 amperes. 4.58 amperes. Calculated it, put the value. That nothing but it is going to give the 4.58 amperes. In the same manner, when resistors are connected in parallel, so again we have to calculate the total Rp here. Therefore 1 by Rp is equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2, right, which is equal to 1 divided by 24 plus 1 divided by 24, which is equal to, this LCM is 24 only, so it is 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 divided by 24, which is equal to 1 are 2 12 are, that is equal to 1 divided by 12. Right, therefore Rp is equal to how much? It is equal to 12 ohms. Rp is equal to 12 ohms. Therefore again by the Ohm's law, I is equal to V divided by Rp, which is equal to 220 divided by 12, which is equal to 18.32 amperes, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 18.32 amperes. 18.32 amperes. So these are the values of the current. Now see here, if you compare the values of the current, when connected separately, it is giving 9.16 amperes of the current. When they are connected in the series connection, they are given 4.58 amperes. When they are connected in the parallel system, it is giving 18.32 amperes. So if you see here, voltage supply is same only, but we are connecting all those resistors separately. For that reason, if the energy is given in the same manner, when you connect that energy, that is nothing but potential difference, in a parallel manner, then it is going to give the more amount of feedback, or it is going to give more amount of output, since the resistance is less and the amount of current is higher here. So this is the question number 30. Now let us consider the question number 14. Compare the power used in the 2 ohm resistor in each of the following circuit. 1. 6 volt battery in series with the 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistor. Second, 4 volt battery in parallel with the 12 ohm and 2 ohm resistors. So in the question they stated that we have to compare the power consumption in the 2 ohm resistor in each of the circuits. So there are given the two circuits, first and the second circuit. In those circuits we have to compare the power consumption in the 2 ohm resistor. So let us consider the first one. That is nothing but 6 volt battery in series with the 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistor. So I am going to draw the circuit diagram for that thing, this thing. So this is the series connection. 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistors are connected in series to a battery. So what is the supply here? This is plus and this is the minus, which is equal to 6 volts. Which is equal to 6 volts. Right. So this is 1 ohm resistor, this is 2 ohm resistor. So what we have to calculate here? We have to calculate the power consumption in the 2 ohm resistor. So this is the first case. So see here, we know the formula for the power consumption, that is nothing but P equal to V into I. P is equal to V square divided by R, and P is equal to I square R. We have three formulas. See here, we can use the P is equal to V into I, but we don't know the value of I only. Right? P is equal to I square into R can be used, but we don't know the value of I here. But we can use the P is equal to V square divided by R. We can use the formula that is nothing but P is equal to V square divided by R for the calculation of the power in the 2 ohm resistor. But remember one thing, whatever the voltage which is there, which is given here, it will be not same as the 2 ohm resistor. Why? If you remember in the series connection, the voltage is going to fluctuate. Voltage is going to fluctuate, that is nothing but voltage is going to drop there. So whatever the voltage which we are given here, it is divided into two parts, as then it is going to take some voltage and it is going to get some voltage. Since voltage is not constant, voltage is not same on 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistor, it is not possible to use the P is equal to V square divided by R formula in if voltage and the resistance is given. So it is not possible. If you are using that formula, then your answer will be completely wrong. So which one is the constant value in this series connection? The constant thing in the series connection is nothing but current. So first we have to find out the total current here. So we are going to find out the total current here by finding the total resistance first. If you find out the total resistance, the voltage value is given, so the total resistance and total voltage value can be together going to give us the total current here. So therefore, first we have to calculate the total resistance. Therefore, Rs is equal to R1 plus R2, which is equal to 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3 ohms. Right? 3 ohms. Therefore, by Ohm's law, the total current is equal to V divided by Rs, which is equal to 6 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. 3 ones are 3 twos are. Therefore, it is equal to 2 amperes. So the total current flowing here is equal to how much? Which is equal to 2 amperes. Right? See here now. By using that current, so whatever the current is flowing in the series connection, it will be same on the 1 ohm resistor. It is also same on the 2 ohm resistor. So by using that value, we are going to calculate the power of the 2 ohm resistor. So therefore, power at 2 ohm resistor. Power at 2 ohm resistor, that will be equal to P is equal to I square into R. Since we find out the value of I, so we can't use the V into I also, since we don't know the value of V at the 2 ohm resistor. For that reason, I am directly going to use the P is equal to I square into R. So that is equal to, what is the value of I which we find out by calculation? That is nothing but 2. So it will become 2 square into, what is the value of R here at 2 ohm resistor? It is equal to 2. So that is equal to 4 into 2, which is equal to 8 watts. Which is equal to 8 watts. Let this be the PS. PS is nothing but when 2 ohm resistor is connected in series. So PS is equal to 8 watts. Now next, consider second question. What they are given here? 4-volt battery is connected in parallel with the 12 ohm and 2 ohm resistor which are connected in parallel. So let us take that formula now. This is the one resistor and this is the second resistor. So these are connected in parallel to a 4-volt battery. So this is plus and this is minus, and this will be the 12 ohm resistor and this will be the 2 ohm resistor. Right. So we have to calculate the power in parallel. So that it will be P is equal to question mark. Now see here. Again come back to the series and parallel connection. If you see here, it is a parallel connection, right? It is a parallel connection. In the parallel connection, we know that the voltage will remain same, but current is going to change. Voltage is going to remain same, and the current is going to change. So we have three formulas again. P is equal to V into I. It is not possible to use this formula since I is not known. P is equal to V square divided by R can be used. P is equal to I square into R can be used here since we don't know the value of I. But the P is equal to V square divided by R value we know. So V is not changing, R is given. By using this formula, we are going to calculate the power in this connection. Since